Hi everyone, Emily Letran here, your certified high performance coach, and tonight I want to take a moment and talk about being burnt out. I was actually on Facebook a little bit earlier, and I read this thread of several people in the profession, and they were complaining about wanting to go do something else. Well, it wasn't complaining, it was just a discussion. People are saying, I've been in this field for so long, I'm tired of it. People are saying, I want to do something else, but I don't know what I want to do. In other words, people are burning out. And I just want to share my thoughts on how to deal with burnout. I really think that you get burnout because you overcommit yourself. Uh, you know, every one of us have the same 24 hours in a day. Same goes for Bill Gates. Same goes for Oprah. But how come some of us are so busy, we don't have enough time in the day, and then we say we're burning out? And how come some of us who look pretty busy, who are doing a lot of things too, and seem perfectly happy? So I think that being burnt out is partly a personal choice. If you're overcommitted, if you are always trying to fix other people's train wreck in their life, and you don't take care of yourself first, I think you will suffer from being burned out. Being burned out is doing too many things in very little time, getting stressed all the time, and maybe not even using the time well, not even using it correctly. You could be burned out if you show up to work and you sit in your cubicle and you sit there for 8 hours or maybe 9 hours, and you take no breaks, and you try to eat a quick lunch, and then you rush back to work, and then you do that 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year. You do that for 20 years. Then you tell people, you know what, I'm burned out, I'm tired, I'm sick of it, I don't want to be in a cubicle anymore. And sometimes you forget to ask yourself, well, why did I choose that particular job, that particular field in the first place? Because my advice is, whenever you feel like you're burning out, whenever you feel like you hate your job or your field, take a moment, reflect. Why did I get into this? What was so interesting about it that made me decide to start this career, this path into this career? And then what really kept me going for the past 10, 20 years? Because there's got to be something there that motivates you, that is interesting enough for you to stay in that for so long. And one of the way, and then, write down, make a list, write down the pros and the cons. Why are you still doing it? What are the pros of doing exactly whatever you've been doing, and what are the cons? Which list is longer? Can you just easily make a choice? Yes, there's too many cons, I'm out. Or, you know what, I actually like this. There's a lot of things I like about this. So how do I deal with this burnout? And there's several things that you can do on a daily basis to deal with this burnout. One is make sure you take care of yourself. You need to feel good in order to perform well, in order to last in a profession. So take good care of yourself. Make sure you get enough sleep. Make sure you take a break every hour. Every hour, push your seat under your desk, take a break, walk around, get some water, chat with a couple of people, take 5 minutes, maybe close your eyes, not look at that computer monitor because you've been staring at it for hours. Just close your eyes and do a short 2-3 minutes meditation. Just clear your head. If you do that every 50 minutes or 2-3 times a day, I assure you that you will feel more re-energized. Also, say no to non-revenue generating activities. That sometimes we are so busy doing stuff, we're busy being busy, but we actually are not accomplishing a lot. I'm sure you might have one of those days. I certainly do. You know, there's some days when I go to my dental office and I'm so busy, and at the end of the day, it just, okay, what did we do? Time just go by. We try to tie this loose end. We try to deal with this emergency, but it wasn't a productive day. It wasn't a great day producing income. So maybe we didn't delegate enough details to our team. So now we're taking care of everything. You know, you're the chief of everything. That's the CEO title. You don't want that title. You want a team that you delegate and follow your protocol. If you can do that, you will also avoid burnout. And you know, when you commit yourself to going to so many meetings, you know, some of us entrepreneurs, we go to network meetings. We go to breakfast meeting, we go to lunch meeting, we go to evening meetups, and then pretty soon we're so tired, we don't know why we're doing all these things, and we don't look and calculate all the time that we're spending at these meetings. What is the ROI? Does it actually bring us new clients? Does it bring us new network friends? Does it bring us better relationship? Because if it doesn't, if you're just doing it because you've been doing it, it's time to take a look and say, you know what, I don't need to go to this meeting. I've been going there for 12 months and I have made no sales or no relationship that leads to sale. Maybe I can save those 2 hours that I spent at that meeting, including driving over there and sitting there and having the meeting and driving back. Maybe those 2 hours are better allocated somewhere else. Another thing you can do to avoid burnout is to get close to nature. That's one of the things I do. You know, I may just drive out to the park, walk around the park, take a trip, drive out to the beach and walk on the beach. Take the time to go into the backyard, look at the fruits, look at the flowers. Sometimes those very refreshing things that we can do for ourselves that would make a difference in our life, sometimes they're not expensive. They don't cost any money. It's just our time that we want to set aside for ourselves so we can keep ourselves refreshed, re-energized, and avoid getting burnt out. So take a moment, evaluate why you're feeling burnt out. Ask yourself, when did I make the decision to allow myself to be burned out? If it's a toxic work environment, yes, you need to move on to a different environment. But if that's not it, if it is more you, then evaluate what you do at work, what you do to have so much stress that you're constantly on the go that cause you to be burned out. Maybe you go to work and you're dreading going to work. You know, I've been a dentist for 24 years. You know, once in a while I may dread going to work because I wake up and it's pouring rain and I'm not a fan of, I'm going to have to take my kids and drop them off at school and then drive to work, and then these patients are going to come in and everybody's going to be complaining, oh, yeah, I'm sorry I'm late because it's raining, that kind of thing. Sometimes there are days when you go in and you just say, oh, it's going to be a long day today, right? Because everybody's going to be late. But in general, I'm able to come into work, be happy about it, because I choose only the procedures that I like to do, and the ones that I don't, I refer out to the in-house specialist, or I refer out of the office. If a client or a patient is difficult, I give them the money back and ask them to find somebody else who can please them much better than I do. And that way I don't have to deal with so much stress. Life is too short to allow so much stress around yourself. I think I choose my own stress. I choose certain activities. Yes, it will take my time, but I do that because I know it's going to make a difference for people around me. It's like I take on high performance coaching. I don't really need one more thing to do, but I do that because I want to make changes in, for example, people in my profession, in the dental industry. I want people to be able to love what they do because they always fulfill their potential. They they are able to make a difference in other people's life. It's not just about going in there, cranking out the hours, making money. There's more to life than just making money. There's more to life, because you look at your work and you know that you can make a difference. You know that you can leave a legacy for your children. You know that you can make a mark in helping your community. That's what should drive you during the day. And when you have those kind of goals, it's going to be hard to be burnt out, because you're always striving for something higher, something bigger than yourself. It's very common for people to work in the field for a long time to say that I'm burnt out, I'm ready to move on. All I'm sharing is, before you make that decision, before you blame it on everybody else, the job, the working environment, the salary, whatever it is, just take a look at how you have been doing that job for so many years. What made you decide to start in that field in the beginning? What has helped you carry on over the years? Sometimes people work in an industry, in a career for so long, and it really has nothing to do with the money. It could be the relationship that they build. It could be the thrill that they have when they're able to help somebody. And when you look at it like that, you will understand and make a better decision on why you will not allow burnout to be the reason that you leave a career that you joined in the very first place that you love. Because all of us make that decision several years ago when we were younger, and I'm sure for some of us, if we hang around for so long, doing the same kind of work for so many years, in my case for 24 years, not the longest, but a fair amount of time, and still enjoying it, is because I know I make a difference. And it's because if I put down the pros and cons of why I want to stay in dentistry, the pros is going to be a whole lot longer than the cons. And the same thing with why I want to take on high performance coaching, is because with that one, there's some cons, it's going to take time, it's going to take investment, it's going to take challenges. It's like starting a new career. It is starting a new career. Why do you want that stress? But I want that because I know the reward, the fact that I'll be able to help people, is so much bigger than all of these challenges that I'm facing when I'm starting this particular path in this particular career to help other people. So it's Friday night. I'm sure you're enjoying time with your family, your friends. You're going to have a great weekend. Take some time to reflect. If you feel that you're burning out in whatever you're doing right now, just take time, think about it, ask yourself, why did you start this career? And make some adjustment. Give yourself time to take a break at work. Maybe you can do some meditation. Make better plans. Write a better schedule where you're not so busy under stress. You should be, the more structure you have on your schedule, is actually going to be the less stress that you have. There's going to be stress. There's going to be drama. There's going to be emergency happening in the day. You can't help that. But the fact that the rest of your schedule is organized and you know exactly what your day is going to go like, that's going to eliminate a lot of stress, and it's going to help you avoid burning out. So I hope you have a great weekend. I hope the force will be with you for the weekend, and looking forward to a productive week next week. I will talk to you all later.